What is good, everybody? Today I'm going to be creating let's just call it my subjective matchup chart, okay? If I was to create a objective matchup chart, it would not look anything like this at all. And if I was to take the opinion of others, it would just look a lot worse. I'm going to be straight honest with you. But this is all going to be my opinion, and this is how I see the character and the way I see the matchups work with this character. So, here we go. So, our tiers are going to be Bananas, which is Donkey Kong the King himself. Really, really bad, so -2 or worse. Not Apetastic, -1, not favoring us. And then probably split down the banana. Probably the banana split right there. Munchin Time, +1. We take those for we do take those, okay? And then Hoo Ha is +2. So, really simple. Let's get right into it, okay? I guess I'm just gonna go from the top and kind of work my way into it. This video, I'm not gonna make it too long. I'm probably gonna just share a couple sentences with each character, and then yeah. So, okay, here we go. Starting off with Banjo. So, I'm also gonna throw in probably some tips and tricks and what I do in these matchups as well. Banjo-Kazooie, I think that this is all going to be based off of offline, okay? None of this is going to be online. I have a lot of experience offline now, so I know how it works. So, anyways, Banjo-Kazooie. I think that this character is probably even. From my perspective, I think that the character's approach options are pretty bad. He can grenade, but if he grenades, you get punch. And his camping game is relatively similar, except for the fact that you kill him. He can Wonder Wing you, but like that's if he's reading you, so it kind of goes both ways. Your back air is very good. It's bad at trading your back air with the grenade, so you have to be careful of that. But you can obviously dash attack it, and if you dash attack it, you can do dash attack for grenade throw into punch, which I do with Bowser Jr. You'll see. Bowser Jr. Koopaling is just garbage. And so it's kind of the similar thing where you just dash attack it, catch it, throw it at him. Then he's either forced to shield, air dodge, jump away from it, do something. And then if he is drifting in to Z-catch it, which a lot of them do, then you get a free back air on them. Or they're forced to air dodge. So, and they all spam it, by the way. So that's good. I think it's probably even. There's mix-ups. Bayonetta, I'm gonna go with -1. So, from what I've seen, if you choose big stages like Kalos or like Town, that's your best bet. If I was gonna make it based off of like my worst stages, like let's say I take Bayo to Yoshi's or Battlefield, it's -2, easy -2. But I'm not doing that. I'm assuming it's the bans with like natural stages, because Donkey Kong is very dependent on stage bans, like extremely. You have to know your stages with DK. So I'm gonna say -1, assuming you get your correct stage bans. Obviously, it's losing. You get comboed. You can't really do too much about jump, short hop side B with Bayo. You just have to shield it, but you can't really punish it too well. So it's very annoying to deal with. And if it does hit you, like if it catches you off guard and it hits you, you're taking a lot of damage, right? And that's not fun. Nobody likes damage. So, hopping into Bowser. This is actually a really tough one, because I would say that this is -1 because it's just easier for Bowser. It's just so much easier for Bowser. Like, but they have tools that can combat each other. That's why I'm saying it's. So if they're the same skill level, I'll just say it's -1, because if the DK and the Bowser are the same skill level, then the Bowser would take it. But if we're talking high level play against two really phenomenal DK and Bowser players, like they're against each other, I would say it's even if that's the case, because Bowser himself doesn't have great options to deal with Donkey Kong's space back air, but Donkey Kong doesn't have anything to do against the ledge trapping, like the F tilt, the fire breath, that kind of thing. So it's like it's almost like exactly the same as the Ridley matchup, except Ridley gets PDKO'd. Bowser's kind of hard to PDKO. The percents are so high. So I'm just gonna say -1, but I could see it being even. You can make an argument for either one. Banjo or not Banjo. I was thinking of Banjo when I saw this character. So I think that Junior is +1. Offline especially. So dash attack the Koopaling, throw it at him, punch, kills that like legit. If you catch the Koopaling and with the same dash attack you hit both Junior and the Koopaling, like you catch it, like at 30% you do forward throw with the Koopaling and then punch, and it's a true combo, and it will kill Junior on any stage at legit like 30%. I've done it so many times. I have a really good Junior friend, and we like he just doesn't use the Koopaling in neutral, only in advantage, because it's not a good move. It's garbage. So that matchup is good. PDKO is huge. You can gimp Junior. You just hold up B past ledge, so when they're recovering, that works super well. When they're recovering with up B, they like to go past ledge sometimes and hit you. So you just sit there and wait in your shield. And then you use grounded down B, and that covers most options. So it's not a bad matchup by any means. Byleth, I'm probably going to put... This is my tier list, so I'm putting it in +1. I think I love the Junior matchup. I think DK has good tools to deal with this character. It's a sword character in my mind. The 0 to death is not true, so if you're getting hit by that, stop getting hit by that. You just need an SDI. Really nothing much to say. Just don't overcommit against this character. Like, if you go off the stage and try to gimp this character, just don't do that, right? That's stupid. Play safe, play smart. PDKO is pretty good in this matchup as well. More often than not, you're going to probably go PS2 just because Byleth likes to take you there, so that's always a plus. Falcon is probably -1. He can harass your shield. Cross up Nair is really good. Grabs are really good. You can't really recover correctly against this character. If he gets like Smashville, you're screwed. So I would say it's definitely -1. There's things that you can do. Like, obviously, like, you can still kill him. You can 2-frame him. You can back air him. You can do the sticky walk cargo walk off into immediate up B reverse, which will throw him off, and then he'll have to up B, in which you can just back air every time. But it's still kind of hard to time, and if you mess up, you're screwed. And if you get grabbed or neutral in neutral, you just die. So it's definitely -1 because the favor goes towards him. I love Chrom. Chrom is easy. They're always looking for jab on you. Grab requires him to get like really in on you, and if he's doing that, then you're just gonna grab him instead. I pivot grab this character all the time. Every single Chrom has this, like, in their brain, they're mentally challenged in their brain where they want to spot dodge after they use an aerial on you because they think it's safe. So or they're gonna up B out of shield, right? It's one of the two. And if they do, if you figure out what that is, then you just win. And then gimping, whew, down air that up B every single time. Cloud's almost similar case, can be more annoying, but it's really, it's just simple stuff, man. They're gonna up B out of shield. They're gonna try to condition you in the corner with back air. Cloud's more over than Chrom. He's gonna try to corner you and back air you. Don't freak out when Cloud gets limit. Like, I like to, when Cloud gets limit, I like to just walk. I start walking very slowly, because you need to be able to react to what he wants. A lot of Clouds, what they'll do, there's like different usages of the different things. They never use finishing touch unless you're getting like really called out because you're doing something stupid. But he's gonna cross slash if you're rolling or if you try to disengage. So watch out for cross slash. Walk. He's gonna grab you if you're like. This is why I'm saying walk, because you can tilt him. You can use your tilts. Not tilt him. You could tilt him, but you're hitting him. You're going to be using your tilts, like down tilt, hoping for a trip because you can grab and get that limit out of there. And then he's going to use neutral B once he feels like you are going to try to like even further disengage, right? So if cross slash is if you're rolling, or if you're trying to like jump. If he's using up B against you, climb hazard, then that's just because you're trying to hit his shield. But why would you ever try to hit a Cloud Shield when he has limit? That's just stupid. Don't do that. So just watch out. He's going to try to grab you, like I said. Like, when he gets limit and you're in the corner, he's going to do, like, the little jumps. He's going to try to get you to roll. He's going to try to do something. Sit there and shield and just sit there, right? If you sit there and shield, there's going to be an opening. He's going to have to either land or something. Something's going to have to happen, and you can call that out, right? So sometimes what I'll even do if I'm at low percents, I'll just up B out a shield towards the center stage. Because I just want to get rid of limit. I don't like limit. I don't like when he has it. So it's not that bad. Corn's pretty similar case as a sword character. They juggle you, but you juggle them. And don't take this character to Yoshi's or Battlefield, as would be most swordies. You just don't do that. A lot of them like PS2 as well, so you can go there. Where's Peach? Where's Peach? Because I consider Peach and Daisy to be the same. Yeah, right here. So, Peach and Daisy, -1. In my opinion, they're bad. I'm lacking, like, great experience against these characters, because there's just not that many good ones from my region. But, I mean, maybe there is. I just haven't played them. But, so I don't really struggle with this character. It's not too bad. The annoying thing is Peach Bomber. When Peach Bomber, like, okay, so this is offline, so how many times am I going to say this is offline? I just need to really emphasize that, because there's a huge difference with a lot of these characters. But Peach Bomber, you can react to it, you can just short hop. There's a lot of end lag on it as well. And they're not going to use their counter. They're not going to turn up spam, they're not going to use counter, it's just too bad offline, right? So it's not that bad. Their combos will get significantly better, but you can just space your tilts. So you shouldn't be getting hit by down tilt. If you're getting hit by down tilt, then you're too close, and then when you're too close, you just need to back up, and that's fine. That's fine. Backing up against this character won't do you any harm. They don't get anything. The turnips is like whatever. I used to think that Pit and Dark Pit were winning. To be honest with you, I don't think the arrow makes a difference for this matchup in particular, but I think after I've played some good ones, I played Cold Weather and I played Alternus. And I think I played Kira, but this matchup is like, they are going to combo you. It's like fighting a Swordy with the best combo game a Swordy can have. So I still like the matchup because it's a Swordy, right? And I like Swordies because I like being able to use my back air to outrange them, or just when you're fighting another Swordy, it's sort of like you just win, because when you're making trades, like consistent trades against them, you're Donkey Kong. You're the one that does all this damage, and you kill them at 60. They're probably not going to be killing you at 60 every single stock if they're a Swordy, right? That doesn't happen typically. So I like Swordies. Also, Swordies are not like always in your freaking face. Like Cloud kind of sometimes, Chrom sometimes, but it's like, I don't know. I think Pit is just as good as it is bad. You can really cover his his weaknesses just as he can cover yours. So just make sure that you're doing the correct decisions and disadvantage, and you should be fine. Diddy Kong. It's hard for my bias not to put this in even, but I think I just have to put this in losing. Like, I think I have to. Because this character is just better, like just straight up better. If Diddy is played to the best degree, like, this is assuming that the Diddy is really freaking good. But if the Diddy is really that good, then yeah, it's losing, because they can just like press a lot of buttons on you, and then it's like, oh, you're shielding, I'm gonna side B, right? And then you try to hit their shield with a dash attack or like something. Or you do grounded up beat, you're just dead. Dash attack, you're dead. A lot of things you're just dead for. The saving grace in this matchup is that if I could put it like a 0.5, I'd do -1. I'd do -0.5, because it's really not that bad. Like I don't want to make it another 2. So I think it's definitely doable. But if it's a really good Diddy Kong, they're gonna combo you. They're gonna go crazy on you. Dr. Mario, you just beat. You just back air. Pills, you cargo him off the stage. What's he gonna do? I've heard, so DK Will told me that this matchup is terrible. I don't think it's terrible. I've played a couple good ones, and I don't think it's that bad. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just how you play Donkey Kong in particular, because when I play aggressive, it just works out for me, right? Because grounded down special knocks the can away, knocks the gunman away, it knocks the I mean, it doesn't knock the frisbee, but he gets punished, right? So I don't see it being bad. I like fighting this character offline, so I would say it's probably even. All right, so now we're getting into the nutty things, okay? So with Bayonetta, we have one very clear weakness. It's definitely the worst out of these characters, but Bayonetta, it's like, oh, you have the landing lag. You really cannot commit, like, I don't want to say Bayo can't commit too hard, because if you grab her, she just dies. And she has so much end lag, it's not even funny. When she lands with anything, down air, neutral air, back air, up air, anything that she lands with, there's gonna be a time to punish it, okay? Falco is like if you took everything away, like all of the end lag away from Bayonetta, and kept the same combo game. So it's like, oh, Falco fishes for up tilt on you, right? It's really, really hard to punish that, by the way. And then if he hits an up tilt, you might just die. If the Falco is good enough, you will die, right? They're not afraid to go off the stage. The jump is so much better than Fox, so they're not going to be afraid to go off the stage to kill you. It's in their kill confirms. Oh, their kill confirms, man. This character has some fake kill confirms that you would not see coming, and they work. This is a terrible... It's honestly just a terrible matchup. Like, I'm not even gonna, like, sugarcoat, alright? It's awful. Is it enough to make me pick up a secondary? No. But it's really bad. So, jumping into yet another terrible matchup. Fox. Except I think Fox is worse. And I can tell you why. So, the main argument that goes around is that these two characters have, like, really bad disadvantages. Okay? And as we saw with Light's Ganon against... Or, no, sorry. Nairo's Ganon against Light. It, like, worked, right? So... for some reason, everyone just takes that one instance and just, it's like it just like covers everything. It's like their entire, like any time they ever talk about any like super heavyweight against Fox, oh well, Light or Nairo beat, you know, Light with Ganondorf, so it's not that bad. Like, you don't understand. If they're playing perfect, if the Fox is playing perfect, there's not many buttons at all that you can press. You cannot do anything. You really can't do anything. Yes, Light, like, hard choked that set. I'm not saying Nairo didn't do amazing, but that's just like, oh, there was just so many things wrong with Fox DK. There's no correct stage to take Fox. If you take Battlefield, you're gonna get up aired. If you go to FD, you're forced to go to the ledge, in which case he's just gonna back air with no end lag. Like, it's much worse than Cloud, because there's it's just, Lord have mercy on my soul, man. It's so bad because you can't even use the argument of just shield, because he's gonna grab you and throw you off the stage, 2-frame you with down smash. If he gets hungry like ZD does all the time, he's gonna do run off, drag down fair, which he's not afraid to do. If I hit him off the stage, it's like, if he gets side B, y'all don't realize how hard that is to 2-frame with DKF tilt. If he gets side B, like, okay, so if he has the opportunity to side B to the ledge, I can't do much about that. I can try for the 2-frame and hope that it hits, but then he can side B again, and I can try for the 2-frame again. If he's forced to up B, yeah, okay, I spike him every single time. Okay, sure, but that's even assuming I get him off the stage. And with good mash, that doesn't happen very often. It's way more likely that you're the one in disadvantage the entire game. And he's going to follow you. He's going to follow you all the way back and forth when you're falling out of the sky and just continuously juggle you. Okay? So, not fun. Also not fun. Falco's combo game is significantly better. But I'm just Fox is just so much presence on you. And DK is so lacking out of shield it's not like, it's just worse than Falco straight up, because it's just too much on you. It's too much on a slow character, if that makes sense. Is it even a question, dude? Moving on to Ganondorf. We body Ganondorf. Dude, what is this character supposed to do against DK? Like, honestly, like, what is this character gonna do? I just get free back airs. I cargo him off the stage. Wow! Matchup's done. It's like even worse than Mac, because at least Mac can cover my landings. This character can't cover my landings. I do grounded down special, and then he's gonna approach with neutral air, which is what it forces them to do. And my back air wins that. So I back air them off the stage, and then they're dead. Every single time. Every single time. Terrible, terrible matchup for Ganondorf. And in fact, the local Ganondorf in my region even plays DK for the Ganon matchup, or the DK matchup, because he just doesn't. This DK Ganon is just that bad. So let's see. I'm sure this is probably terrible. I have a pretty good Greninja, and I go even with him in my region. If I got pronouns wrong, I apologize for that. But this person I tend to do quite well against. So but I'm sure this matchup is terrible. So they can. I'm assuming they just run around you, shuriken you. On Wi-Fi, it was atrocious to deal with. So I would like drag downs and all that stuff. I would say offline, this is split down the banana. Hero is pretty bad. You can theoretically make it impossible for him to recover every single time, assuming he doesn't get far enough away to get the chance to pull menu. But if he does get the chance to pull menu, it's not so good. And if they're lucky too, it's like, what can you do? Like if they break your shield with a forward smash, like at full shield, it's like, oh, GG's outplayed. Nah, it's. But I assume it's like a sword character with a little bit of projectiles, so I don't really consider it that bad. This is one of the weirdest matchups, dude. Ices could be anywhere from like -1 to +2. It depends on if the Ices is getting like everything. But if they're getting everything, you're playing stupid. So for that reason, I'm going to put it and we win this. Because if we use grounded down special, he can't really approach. They can't really approach because it's two characters. They're going to use so much side B. A lot of them, what they like to do is they like to do the ice canceling, where they hit the... well, one is that they'll use down special and they'll like slowly come towards you, which you just jump over it. Or you can use grounded up special on their shield and it will just poke one out for randomly no reason. It's kind of funny. We destroy Ike, and I do not care what you have to say about that. All the stages Ike likes, we like, and then we beat Ike on those stages. His recovery is pretty bad too. So, Incineroar. Oof. You know, this is just not the same as Ganon. It's like a lot worse for us. But I still think DK takes that like pretty easily. Cargo still is the same. Watch out for counter. It's weird having to deal with, like, similar to Bayonetta. It's like you have to deal with another option other than just air dodge and spot dodge. But once you're aware of that, you can bait it, and then it's like, oh, then you grab them because you're Donkey Kong, or you punch them because you're Donkey Kong, and you kill them. And his recovery is super linear, and DK does really well against linear recoveries. Other than Fox, don't talk about that. Inkling can't kill, except unlike Diddy Kong, Inkling does not have an out of shield that kills. And then you ban Battlefield Yoshis. What does Inkling do? They can pressure you, but they cannot kill you. Isabelle is probably +2 offline. Yeah, we definitely take those. Joker is horrendous. Puff is winning. Puff is just like up air, back air. Dude, Puff players mash buttons. I'm sorry to say it, but like, they approach with just the A button. They love the A button so much. I cannot tell you. Like, I watched the previous, I'll watch Hungrybox, I'll watch Base Mage, I'll watch, like, what is it, Desk? I'll watch all of them. They all press so many buttons, and if you know that they're gonna do that, DK has so much more, like, range, and I'm fine with taking trades, too. If I trade my backer with Puff back air, it's fine. I kill Puff at 52% with PDK on most stages, especially like Hollow Bastion, PS2, Kalos, Northern, Smashville, like 52, he's dead. So GG's. This is another stage. Kazuya is very stage dependent. Just make sure you have platforms. If you do not have platforms, Kazuya beats you +1. If you have platforms, you can destroy Kazuya. Like, it's the same. Where's Terry? It's the same with Terry. This is my personal opinion, but if you take one of these characters to a good stage for you, it is god awful for them because they have to approach. You get punch. You use grounded down special because they like to be grounded a lot. Because look at how bad this dude's short hop is. Garbage. And this guy might do the reverse B, but like, okay, then you predict that next time he does it and you punish it. And he can't get anything off it even if it hits you. Because if you're in disadvantage, it's not even that bad against this character unless he has go. So PDKO works ridiculously well. By the way, if you don't know what PDKO is, it's platform assisted ding dong. So when you grab them with cargo and you jump onto a platform and do up throw up air, that's what I mean when I say PDKO. So it's like the hoo-ha in Smash 4, right? Ding dongs. So it's so well on these characters. The percent window for that is massive. Pretty much going to throw most of the Shotos in here for that reason. Ken is even worse because Ken, you can just mash back air, dude. You can mash back air against this character, and his projectiles are not as good as Ryu's, so it's like, this character like literally has to get in on you. But the character doesn't have the ability to do that. Because, and also, if you throw this character off the stage, whoop, he's going to side B or up B. What is he going to do? And, you know, every time, you punch it every single time. Easy stuff. I honestly hate DDD in every situation. Every DD that has ever played me knows about this. How much I John about this character. This character is an abomination, okay? You know, here's the thing, right? Everyone knows what DDD is gonna go for, but it still works because it's DDD. And if you're playing DK and you're on the ledge, so help you God, you choose the right option. Because if you don't, I clipped a couple days ago on Twitter, or a couple weeks ago actually. I lost a match because so this DDD had Gordo on ledge, right? And he charged up the down special, which is, I don't know, Jet Hammer, yeah. And I did get up, neutral get up, and then forward roll. So I timed it just so that the Gordo wouldn't hit me, and then I roll behind. But DK's forward roll is so bad that the Jet Hammer hit me from behind him, even though, like, dude, this character's stupid. This character's honestly stupid. You can't really ledge guard this character unless they're making dumb decisions, which a lot of them do. A lot of them just like to Gordo, and then you just back air it. If it's a dumb DDD, you win those every time. But a smart one, they can make it very frustrating. So you have to have good mentality. K-Roll is winning. They all land with neutral air, even Kirby Kid. Like, I've played every one of them, and it's really not bad. Offline, it's even better. Parry Crown. The good ones will stop going for neutral air, or are going to stop going from neutral B, because they'll know you know how to deal with it, and they're going to start going for like 2-frame down air. So you have to mix up your timings on your recovery. But even then, it's like, I like to do run off B reverse punch when they're at like 75 and they're recovering, because if they tech it, they're too far away to punish you for it. And even if they don't, like, they probably won't tech it, honestly. So broken. That matchup's hilarious. We literally just back air Kirby. I'm sorry. That's just the only thing I have to say about that one. Link, if they're like a Japanese Link, it's probably -1, just because they know all the little shenanigans that they do, like the Z drop back air, Z drop neutral air, Z drop neutral air, Z drop back air, Z drop down air, like, you know, that kind of stuff. But that's fake. It's never happened to me. It's the same with the Byleth combos. They're fake. Don't get hit by those. That's your fault. I'm sorry. It's your fault. Little Mac is even. It is a myth, in my opinion, that Mac gets destroyed by DK. I've played a lot of good Macs. And yes, I think it is harder for Mac than it is for DK. But it is so, like, bad for DK in the air. Like, this is why you can't give, like, little Mac platforms. Because if he gets up tilt, like, like, what I'm telling you, all they'll do is they'll do, like, up tilt on your shield, which is, like, relatively safe. And if you get hit by it, then they'll, like, try to, like, jump up and they'll wait for your air dodge or something. And they just up tilt again and then up B. And it kills you on, like, the platform stages. So don't do that. Do not take them in plats. Max sucks on no plat stages. Because you just do grind it down special and stuff. So, obviously the recovery is terrible. So that's your saving grace. But you cannot use wave bounce down special or be reverse down special. Don't do that in this matchup at all. At all. You cannot. You just don't jump in the little match. As the more I play this, I've realized you just can't jump. Because landing is such a problem against this character. It's like Fox, but way worse, right? So don't jump because he's going to run under you and then spam up tilts. Or just his armor. We win Lucario. Pretty simplistic. You just kill him before he gets rage because you're DK. If he wants to play the slow game, you play the slow game as well. You get punch. Then you have a kill confirm. A lot of them like to play it slow. They like to be reverse stuff and just play it slow. Don't get frustrated when you can't catch that character because eventually you will. So it doesn't matter. We win, Lucas. Just because there's no good Lucases on the planet, if I'm being dead honest. Lucas is not even, like... Okay, he's good. Like, there's good ones, but there's no, like, top-level ones. And in order to beat DK with Lucas, you have to be well beyond the level of skill of a DK. Because you have to input so many more things. And you have to be so much better at the game. Lucina's just a clap. Very, very simple matchup to deal with. Isn't Mr. E... Like, you guys should have seen how I dealt with Mr. E. Like, it... That's Wi-Fi, so we don't talk about Wi-Fi. But I promise you guys, just... Your back air is a sword. Then you walk them off the stage, and their recovery is extremely linear. They aren't even going to combo you that hard. If you're getting comboed, like, extremely hard by this character, that's your fault, yet again. Except this character doesn't have an easy combo game either. So... And Lucina's kill options are also extremely obvious. So this character is just easy to deal with. Like, there's no other words to put it. Luigi, I'm down to say Luigi's even or -1. I'm going to call it even. Because I do really well against Luigi. This is my opinion. On Wi-Fi specifically, I have a win on Elegant, Sassy Flygon, Key, and then I went game 3 last hit last stock with Kiaresh. So I think, and for it being like, for all the Luigis are like, yeah, no, we destroyed DK. No, you don't. Because I backer you off the stage. You grab me and I die. So I can't get grabbed. But if I don't get grabbed, then, oh, now I just ledge trap you and I ledge guard you. So it's even. It's probably a little bit easier to win with Luigi, though. Because I think the character's easier. Mario is so much different and so much worse because Mario, unlike Luigi, doesn't need a grab. Mario can get any single aerial and kill you for it. Like, you can land, like, Luigi has, like, landing aerials, but his airspeed is so crap that, like, he can, like, if you just STI hard away, his aerials are not going to lead into much. Maybe two hits. Mario, if he lands a back air, he can do pivot grab. Or just turn around grab. Or you can do back air, up air, neutral air, grab, up air, forward air, right? At the ledge, and it kills you. So, Mario, whether you take Mario to platforms or not, you're screwed both ways. Because if you don't take him to platforms, you can't land. You cannot land. You just need to take Mario to big stages. It's very easy for Mario. So, is what it is. I'll find characters much easier to deal with, though. Martha's just +2. We just killed DK. Imagine Lucina, which is very easy to deal with, except inconsistent and has a hard time killing. Doesn't that sound like the greatest thing ever? A character that has a harder time killing than Lucina, but is everything that we like about DK with the spacing in a terrible... Okay, so imagine a character that can't kill you, okay, has a bad recovery, and gets outspaced, and has literally no combo game. We, as DK mains, lose to characters that combo you, characters that kill you really early when they shouldn't, like stupid, like Steve, and characters we cannot outspace, like Sephiroth or Min Min. Marth is just a combination of everything we want. Like, even Kirby has a combo game on DK. Marth has nothing. He has nothing going for him. This is why I think DK just destroys Marth. And I've preached that for a very long time. Mega Man pellet spam. So help me God. Saw blade on shield. Leaf shield. Meta Knight can kill you from a grab or a dash attack. And although those two options seem like, oh, you know, there's only two options. Yeah, well, if you jump, he's going to up air you. If you stay on the ground, he's going to grab you. So what do? You know what I'm saying? Like, he jumps around. You can't catch him. It's a hard time. You have a much harder time catching him than he does catching you. You go off the stage, you're dead. He goes off the stage, you can't ledge guard it because it's Meta Knight. We beat Mewtwo. The only thing that's annoying is, like, Shadow Balls. But if you're parrying and you know that the Mewtwo is going to have very linear approach options, then you just beat it every time. Meat Brawler is not as good as Mario, so it's even. Just don't go Yoshi's. Whatever you do, do not go Yoshi's. Gunner is... Oof! Gunner is so freaking crusty, man. Like, I understand why people say Duck Hunt's annoying, but my God, man. This is a terrible character to fight against in terms of just mental. I mean, Sword Fighter sucks. Min Min is even because while you do lose to the range, Min Min's disadvantage is Garbo. It is Garbo. It is really, really bad. And if you're a DK that specializes in pressuring their disadvantage, not playing patient. If you play patient, you just lose every single time. But if you're good at pressuring, like, you win most of the time. Getting in is kind of crusty. In terms of, like, relative ease, Min Min takes it for sure. Because you have to be giga-brained with DK to win. But when you do, it's easy. You got it. It's over. They can't do anything. I just have to put that there. Like, what do you do against Game & Watch? You can at least with Game & Watch, you can kill it like it's Puff. And it's like, what's worse, you know, like Fox with the slightly worse recovery but a little bit heavier and a fast faller, or Mr. Game & Watch with a better recovery but super light. Either way, you're screwed because you're not ledge guarding this character. You're not pressuring this character on shield. Your only option to deal with Game & Watch is to fish for grabs. That's what you have to do the entire game. I'm not even joking. You what you can do is you can start like baiting the up B out of shield, which is like decent because you can up air. You can up air him. It's pretty effective. Ness is just bad. Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man. I've always liked Pac-Man. Down special deals with Hydrant perfectly. Palutena is bad. One neutral air down to that ledge. Side B, neutral B. Very, very cringe. Not fun to deal with. Pichu combos you. Same with Pikachu. Except Pikachu's -2. Pikachu has no disadvantage. I might just put it straight up as the worst matchup. Pichu has a disadvantage in the fact that it's light. And every trade you make with Pichu, Pichu is in desperate need of help. PDK works at 48% against Pichu. You hear that, guys? If you get Pichu to 48%, you can kill Pichu with a grab. But good luck doing that. That's why it's -1, because grabbing Pichu is impossible. But if you do, the character dies. I would imagine they can just chuck. I've said this before, I haven't played a good one, but I would imagine they just chuck Pikmin at you and make it cringe. Plan is an interesting case. I think they just Patooie. And you can't grab them when they Patooie. But you can space them. But Poison is so annoying. And Patooie on ledge is atrocious to deal with. So I'm just going to put that there. PT is obviously losing. By how much, I don't know. Squirtle just beats DK. It's like Mario. But then you also have Zard kill power. But when they swap to Zard or Ivy, you just beat them. So you just hope that they swap to Ivy or Charizard. Because then they're just easy to deal with. Aegis is losing. I'm sorry. It's the first time I've actually ever said that DK would ever lose to a sword character. But being realistic here, this character just has too much. Like, just way too much. Side B, down air 2 framing with Mithra or Pyra. And then just Mithra just covers everything. You can't land against this character. It's just too much. It's Mario, but with a sword. Why would you want that? Why would you want to put that in the game? What is the weakness of this character? Legit. You can't say the recovery because... How do you... It's so dumb. Like, that's one thing I don't like talking about. Like, too much is recovery because... That's assuming you get them off the stage. And when you're Mithra, who's just pooping out safe options on your shield, how do you explain to me how you're gonna get that character off the stage, right? It's not easy. Richter, Belmonts are losing. Yeah, you're on the ledge, you lose. Ridley is even because you can PDKO this character, but this character can also F tilt you. I go even with Creep and Smub, who are both Ridleys in my region. It's really fun. It's a fun matchup. I don't think they like it that much because if I just grab them, they die. So, but I like it anyways. I think even with Rob as well. I have a win on MJ. I think MJ is a really good Rob. I'm very confident I would do well against Wadi again. So I think it's good. Yeah, I think Rob is fine. If it's like, it's just because the PDKO window on this is so big, and all the Robs just have the same flowchart. Even the best Robs have the same flowchart. That's easy to deal with, and you can use a gyro against him. Robin is terrible, dude. I was thinking about putting Robin in -2, but for the sake of this being offline, I'm not going to. Because Arcfire is so much easier to deal with. Steve is definitely -2. I was just arguing with my friends about this the other day. Steve has, in just every single way, a way to beat DK. So, if you want to camp with Steve, you can out-camp DK, okay? If you want to play the brawl game, the up-close brawl game, Steve wins because Steve can just jab you and then kill you, right? Or grab you and kill you, or up tilt and kill you. If you want to play the mid-range, Steve puts up a wall and starts mining again. Oh, you want to ledge guard this character? Oh, well then what if he just minecarts in the top right corner, right? Your back air is not going to win that. Oh, you can't shield minecart because if you shield, it's just going to suck you up. You know what I'm saying? Terrible matchup. There's no really, I can't really give you good advice to win this. I just think you just have to. I think the best way to fight this character is probably just charge neutral B at the beginning, and then just go for grabs the whole game. When they put TNT at the ledge, like, it's atrocious. Like, I can be optimistic and say, like, you can do certain things, but it's really bad. So you have to outplay that matchup really hard. Rosa's probably even or losing. I'm putting even because you can get rid of Luma really easily with back airs, and then Rosa's so easy to kill. Roy is probably even or winning. I like Roy, but I know it's probably not that great. I think we beat Ryu. Same with all the other shadows. Just jump. The projectiles are obvious, dude. Samus is even. This character's recovery is oddly terrible. If you can force out the low recovery, it's bad. You can deal with that. Don't take Samus to triplats, by the way. I made that mistake a trillion times. Sephiroth is probably even or slight losing offline. You have to be aware of the fact that when this character's on the ledge, you just run away and charge punch because you are not going to get anything off of that. The best place to be against Sephiroth is center stage, up close combat. That's the best place to be against Sephiroth. If you're off the stage, you're in a bad spot, and if he's off the stage, you're still in a bad spot. You cannot ledge trap this character. But if it's mid stage and you're up close, what's he gonna do, right? He can't up air you. He can't up tilt you. He can't. If he four tilts you, you punish that. So try to stay center stage against this character. That's the only tip I have. Stay center stage. Don't do anything stupid. We beat Yoshi. Same with Puff. These two characters are similar. They both like to throw out so many aerials. It's not even funny. They just do. I can't explain it. It's same with Ness too. They like to throw out so many aerials, and when you just up air, or you just go for the trade every single time. Jump into them and go for a trade, because you'll win those. If this is like Void Sheik, we lose. Or we go even, probably. But I'm going to say winning, because there's only like 2 Sheiks on the planet. They can play at a level like that. And if they don't play at a level like that, it's similar to Inkling. I'll put it in even, yeah. It's similar to Inkling. They don't kill, they just have really good frame data. Let's see. Okay, I think that Shulk. This is actually really hard, because I don't really know where to put Shulk, to be honest. I'm gonna say even. You can deal with Shield Art. You can deal with all the Monados. You can ledge trap him pretty easily. It just matters. It just depends on who's in advantage in this matchup. If Shulk's in advantage, you can't do anything. Nah, I'll put it in lose. I'll put it in slight loss, because if he does get advantage, which is easier to get for him than it is for you, then it's like, oh, he just wins. Snake is definitely losing a little bit. It's winnable. These matchups are not unwinnable. Okay, the ones that are here, they're bad, but like, see, this is why I want to move Robin. Oh wait, why am I putting Mario here? Mario's like there. Sonic is annoying, but not actually that bad. Take him to small stages, and his approach options are linear, and you grab him, and every time you trade, you do more than he does to you. Sora is just bad, from my perspective. Toon Link is criminal. I'm just gonna put that there. I hate dealing with this character. You can't PDKO Toon Link, so don't even try it. But then you're forced to go either small stages where they just spam or big stages where they spam. It's just up to you. I prefer big stages because just take the game as goes longer. I like longer games. Villager's kind of a similar case. I hate these characters. Wario's probably... I'm gonna go with even. I like fighting Wario. PDKO is huge. We beat Villager. Don't just back air F tilt the ledge, punch it. Go watch my VODs against everyone, every Villager ever, or Wii Fit ever. I've never lost to one, I think. Maybe I have. I like Wolf a lot, as you might have seen my sets. I like Wolf. Good matchup. You win, like most interactions. ZSS, losing. Don't take them to triplats. That's a stupid idea, but also don't go huge stages because they'll spam out there. Young Link is even, or -1. I'm gonna go with -1. Every projectile hits you, but it's bad. It's annoying. And Zelda is even, because they're gonna use downbeat. That's it. Oh wow, this is a long video. Okay, so that is gonna be my opinion on the offline Donkey Kong matchup chart. So if you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below on what you think DK loses to or wins to, and what are your opinions. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.